Welcome to part 3. I'm just going to speak quickly about the final journey to receiving a spinal fusion. So after a few rounds of rhizotomies, they were quite far spread apart. I was able to have quite a lot of pain relief immediately following the rhizotomies when they'd settled down. And I was able to walk, which was great. I built up my endurance. I was able to do my core exercises, which was fantastic. So the rhizotomies really did help me tremendously. Those combined with the facet blocks and the caudal epidurals, because they did those at the same time, were an absolute lifesaver at the time, and I was able to carry on that for quite a few years along with my specific exercises and walking. But unfortunately, around about a year and a half ago, it got to a point where those interventions no longer worked for me. They have their place, and I'm happy that I did those interventions because they really did help me for a long time. I was able to stay relatively active. I was able to build a stronger core, able to build up my endurance, etc. So I really am happy that I did go for those. But about a year and a half ago, when my back started getting worse, those unfortunately stopped working as long as what they worked at the beginning. And that's not the path for everyone. Everyone has a different path, and they work and they can carry on down that path, and they don't have to end up having a fusion. This is my specific journey. So about 6 months ago, I had another MRI because the pain was quite bad. I was having severe lower back pain. I did not have leg pain. I just want to emphasize that. I had lower back pain, spasms, and back achiness, which would be aggravated by just a little bit more exercise, bending over, sitting too long, etc. So there were also things that I was doing that were triggering them in normal life, but it was becoming more and more common to have spasms, which I'm sure if you've had lower back pain, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I speak about a spasm. So I had an MRI in July, and I did consult with a few surgeons who didn't want to operate on me at the time for their own reasons and due to the risks involved, and I respected that. But I was referred to other surgeons, and I eventually did find a surgeon who said to me, "You do need a spinal fusion. It's got to that point." And I then decided quite quickly to go for the fusion. I slept on it. I gave it a few weeks, and I said to him, I emailed him and I said, "I'm ready for the spinal fusion. My path has been a long path, and I'm ready now. This is what I want." So I was happy. I was happy to be finally going for a fusion. I felt positive about it, and I scheduled the fusion a few months later. I didn't go in immediately because there was things I wanted to prepare, and I wanted to have the time off in December over the summer so that I could walk outside, I could rest. I didn't have to worry about additional time off work, so I chose to do it then, and it suited me then. And I'm almost 6 weeks post-fusion. I had the endoscopic TLIF L45, and I really am feeling great. I will also do a separate video on my preparation for surgery, because there was a lot that I did for preparation for surgery which I believed helped me significantly. And please keep a lookout for that video. I'll post it in the next few days. I just want to mention that Joel also assisted me tremendously with preparing for the surgery. He gave me access to, you can subscribe to it, the Spine Exchange, which is spelled with just an X, a Spine Exchange. And that was an amazing resource for assisting me in preparing for pre and post surgery. So I will do a separate video on that, so please stay tuned. And here you can see I'm still wearing my brace. I am able to sit now and do these videos, which is fantastic. It has been a good journey so far, post-op, and I'll post more videos in the coming week. And yeah, please stay tuned.